KCAL News, Los Angeles.
Welcome to KCAL News at 11 on CBS Los Angeles and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Rachel Kim. As we've been saying all morning long, the heat is just started. Weather alert. Hey, Paul.
It is hot out there, Rachel. It is well into the 90s in the Inland Empire now. Temecula, you may hit 100 before lunchtime. Simi Valley, you're in the 90s. Lancaster, 96. Santa Clarita, 96. Even L.A. coming up on 90 degrees at the 11 o'clock hour. Palm Springs, just wow, 109 at 11 in the morning. But check out Malibu and our beach locations. Not warm. It's the only place where you can cool off. Malibu is not even 70 degrees yet, and Laguna Beach 73. So a next weather alert today and tomorrow. Hottest weather since May. For some of you, the hottest weather since last October. So it's been a while. It's been a very mild summer. Not today, not tomorrow. View from Mount Wilson. We're in the mountains. It's already 81 degrees. You want to cool up. This may be the best day all year to go to the beach. Better air quality, full sunshine. 75 degrees, not 95 like it might be in your backyard. If you're heading to the theme parks in Orange County, it's going to be hot while you wait in line for a long time for those rides. Maybe a good fast pass day. 93 degrees at 2 o'clock with full sunshine in Anaheim. Other highs today, big numbers. 105 for the high desert, 105 for the Inland Empire, 105 for our warmest valleys. Next weather alert goes through tomorrow, so we'll talk about what changes for the weekend coming up. Rachel, back to you.
See you soon, Paul. Thank you. And as Paul just said, our local desert communities are bracing for triple digits. KCAL News reporter Rick Montanez is in Riverside with a look at the health risks people are facing if they're going to be outside.
The heat is already setting in big time here in the Inland Empire. And we just talked with a woman who says she's regularly out in the heat. And she told us what it's like because she says it can really drastically affect your health very quickly.
I get dizzy really easy, dehydrated. It's nice to have water, but if you can't cool your inner body, what's the point of having the water?
Yeah, and then so you also find like a shady spot to sit in, somewhere to cool off.
And since I have a medical issue, I get dizzy a lot faster.
The sun is scorching here and over much of the Southland, and much like Angelita, who we just heard from, the symptoms of heat illness, as she explained, can sometimes set in quickly with enough heat and sun exposure. According to Riverside University Health System, so far this year there have been more than 550 emergency room visits related to heat illness. 2 people have even died. Heat exhaustion can present with headaches, dizziness, heavy sweating, and while the more serious heat stroke comes on with confusion, loss of consciousness, and your body even stops sweating. Dr. Jennifer Shavinsky is Riverside County Public Health Officer, who says never be alone outside in this type of extreme heat, even for the healthiest of people.
People shouldn't be outside alone in this heat without somebody keeping an eye on them. And I think what's important to know here is there's kind of a myth that this only happens to people who have underlying health conditions or have some kind of frailty. And that's not true. The truth is this could happen to anybody.
She also reminds us to drink plenty of water and stay out of direct sunlight as much as possible, or even inside during peak heat. And of course, check with your local pool if that's something you need to cool off. In Riverside, Rick Montanez, KCAL News.
Rick, thank you. 4 men are in the hospital after a pursuit ended in a violent crash. All 4 were in a stolen car, and police say they're connected to a robbery. It all started around 1 a.m. Police say they responded to an armed robbery call at a smoke shop near Glen Oaks Boulevard. A store employee says he was robbed at gunpoint. Now, police came across 4 suspects. They took off and a pursuit started. Speeds reached upwards of 80 miles an hour before the car crashed, hitting at least 6 parked cars on North Jackson Street and Lexington Avenue. Now, people who live nearby talked about what they heard.
Police cars everywhere. I could see further down that there had been continued accident and on. I hear police yelling at a guy to get on the ground, or multiple guys, I don't know. Guns are drawn and everything, and I really had no idea what was going on.
One of the suspects was ejected from the car. All 4 have been arrested and taken to the hospital. 1 is in critical condition. Immigrant rights groups are calling for a day of action after recent raids by ICE and Border Patrol. KCAL News reporter Cara Finstrom is at MacArthur Park with what's being planned.
The call here today was for 24 hours of community action on August the 12th. A coalition of immigrant rights groups as well as faith leaders and unions coming together. And here's part of what we heard.
We're going to go to the courts, but we also need to mobilize in the streets and move public opinion and the court of public opinion to stand strong against all of these attacks.
They always would say immigrants should do it the right way. Immigrants should follow the law. We are a law and order country. But when it comes to them, they don't follow the law.
Yesterday at a nearby Home Depot, immigration agents arrived hidden inside a box truck and conducted what they called Operation Trojan Horse. They arrested 16 people. The arrests come after a federal judge ordered the Department of Homeland Security to stop indiscriminate immigration operations. That judge siding with the ACLU and Los Angeles in a lawsuit claiming agents were conducting raids based on skin color, where people work and gather, and language. The Trump administration denied that, saying their operations are based on reasonable suspicion. Take a look back on July 7th. You may remember federal immigration agents, members of the National Guard, conducted a large-scale operation here in MacArthur Park. The protests being planned for August 12th call for the end of such actions, and they will include numerous rallies and marches, as well as boycotts of a number of companies, including Home Depot, with the idea of creating some economic pressure. Now, initially, Penske was on that boycott list because it was their truck that was used during yesterday's operations. The company did come out saying they were unaware the truck was going to be used and that they don't support using their trucks for transporting people. They are for cargo only, and their name has since been removed from that list. Cara Finstrom, KCAL News.
Cara, thank you. Investigators are searching for answers after an active duty serviceman was able to take his personal gun onto a Georgia Army base before shooting and injuring 5 of his fellow soldiers. The suspected gunman was identified as 28-year-old Cornelius Radford, an automated logistics specialist from Jacksonville, Florida. Military officials say he used his personal weapon in the attack at Fort Stewart, that's near Savannah, Georgia, yesterday morning. All of the victims